Today, I am reading for you what the poor souls in purgatory said to Maria Simma, a mystic who received messages from the poor souls for over 40 years. Today, I'm reading a very small paragraph about what they told her about reverence before God, considering we are upon the antichristic period, if he will be making his appearance soon. And I say soon like God does. It could be this year, it could be next year, it could be 5 years, but I believe it will definitely be within my lifetime. Who knows, I can live to 100. But we are watching all the signs happen, everything that was talked about in the book of Revelation, everything, it's all pointing in that direction. So our job, yours and mine, is to be in a state of grace. And so we listen to these messages as best as we can to figure out what are the things we should be doing to keep ourselves constantly in a state of grace, to keep ourselves in a way that shows that we are revering the God of the universe. Let me first read what he says, what they said to her. Have more reverence before God. Kneel humbly. Do not stand proudly in front of God. To stand before God is something everyone can do. But to bend the knees humbly, that is infinitely bigger, and not everyone can do it. Yes, it even happens that priests forbid the good, faithful to kneel. To this, one need no longer obey. What she's referring to is if a priest tells the faithful not to kneel. Because of this, Catholics have already left the church, and many no longer go to Holy Mass or to Holy Communion. What a responsibility. Yes, the spirit of sacrifice must once again become alive. And the priestly habit on the street also belongs to reverence for God. Already many priests could have served where they were needed, but because they were not dressed as priests, they could not be found. Go back to your priestly and religious habits, and then people will again have more reverence for priests. Wow, this speaks directly to you and me and directly to our priests. We all must start showing God that we revere him, we fear him, we know he has power. Too many people in my life, and I'm sure in your life, are like, well, God understands. Oh my gosh, I would not want to be standing before God who's saying, when you sinned this way, when you sinned that way, and now your culture said it was okay. I didn't. And you look them in the eyes and say, I figured you'd understand. Do you want to be in that position? Do you revere God? Are you on your knees? Or are you standing, chewing gum, not caring, passing the time? We will be culpable for every time we didn't kneel, for every time we did stand. Of course, we're speaking as if we're able to. There are many people I think of that have bad knees or broken bodies and they're unable to. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what these poor souls are referring to as a posture of reverence. I know I don't kneel as often at my own house when I pray as does my husband, for instance. I sit more when I pray because I want to stay focused. But I could kneel more. But then I think in church, after our Lord has been consecrated and he is on that altar and the choirs of angels and saints, the communion of saints are all there with us in Mass, revering the God of the universe on the altar. Well, we just get up, say the Our Father, and hey, sign of peace. God has convicted me so much that I do not even want to get up for the Our Father. I want to stay on my knees before him and I want to pray from my knees. I don't always. But I will tell you, I drop to my knees as soon as possible. Often I give a cursory wave for the sign of peace because lately the Lord has been showing me on that light is a beating heart of our Lord. And I see with my mind's eye that beating heart. And then I see God's whole body. And I think, I don't dare stand before you. And I drop to my knees and kneel and I ask the Lord for forgiveness for all the times that I nonchalantly disregarded him and shook hands with everyone around me and had quick conversation. Search your heart. What are the ways in which you could be better revering our God and are not? It's your own private little journey. I have mine. But we will have to stand before him. And I tell you this, you will be on your knees or flat on your face when you finally see the face of the God of the universe. I'm Dr. Christine Bacon. Thanks for watching yet another informational Bacon Bit. And as always, remember to live your life sunny side up.